हेलो।
यस सर।
हाँ सर।
कौन स्टार्ट कर रहा है?
सर एक सेकंड, योगेश आ रहा है, एक सेकंड।
अच्छा, तब तक बता दो ना मैम को क्या क्या किया अभी तक।
एक सेकंड।
तुमने वीडियो भेजा, उसके साथ क्या क्या किया है? हार्डवेयर में कुछ बाकी है? हेलो हेलो।
हाँ सर।
हाँ हेलो। हेलो।
हाँ सर एक सेकंड, योगेश आ गया।
कैन यू स्टार्ट?
यस सर।
आणि तुझी मला शीट दिली आहेस ना त्याच्यामध्ये
हेलो।
तुझी मला शीट दिली आहेस त्याच्यामधले म्हणजे मी लाईन वाईजच जाते ते तू ग्रीन मार्क केलेस ते पण मी इकडे सर्च करते एकदा फक्त आहेत ना असं तर मला जनरली पॅरामीटर मास्टर ऍक्टिव्हिटी मास्टर नाही दिलं आता एक लँड मास्टरचं मला जे ऍक्च्युली मी त्याचं जे येल्लोनी मार्क केलं आहे ना ते मी तिथे लिहिलंय आणि जे जनरली रेड मध्ये मार्क केलं ते मला नाही
हेलो
एक सांगू
हेलो सर,
आर यू ऑल देयर?
हाँ सर।
हाँ चलो स्टार्ट करो फटाफट। हेलो मैम, आपको सुनाई दे रहा है मैम? हेलो।
हाँ सर, हाँ हाँ सुनाई दे रहा है।
हाँ हाँ चलो स्टार्ट करो बच्चे लोग। जब तक योगेश नहीं आ रहा है तब तक मैम को बता दो ना क्या क्या बाकी है, कुछ हार्डवेयर में बाकी है कि नहीं।
योगेश हैज जॉइंड ऑलरेडी।
हाँ शेयर स्क्रीन करना है कि ऐसे ही बोलना है, क्या कर रहे हो?
सर आपने मैम को वो वीडियो और वो शेयर किया है?
हाँ मैंने देखा है।
ओके ओके,
आई हैव सीन द वीडियो।
ओके सो मैम यू आल्सो हैव आवर पीपीटी विद यू और
वेट आई विल शो द पीपीटी।
जो भी जल्दी हो रहा है अभी वैसे करो।
यस सर।
What have you decided? Are you going to use PPTs or you are just going to explain? I have seen the video.
Okay.
Okay.
And I will use the PPT then.
See, because I have already seen the video, you just need to summarize me the project, and if something is added apart from the video, that's all.
या इसके हार्डवेयर का कुछ नहीं है, बचा हुआ है, वो भी बता दो अभी कि तुमको कंपोनेंट्स नहीं है।
हार्डवेयर तो कुछ है ही नहीं ना ज्यादा, इनका
ज्यादा है नहीं। एंड्रॉइड
सेंसर है एंड हाँ बस वो आईआर सेंसर वही है ना सब, वो तो दिखाया
वो आईआर
है ना।
सेंसर वगैरह तो मंगाया था वो लोग ने, वो टेस्ट कर दिया था कॉलेज में।
वो हो गया है ना वो, just I could see that in the video at least.
हाँ
I don't know what you had targeted and is there something which is left over. That's
एक्चुअली इनका ना वो सेंटिमेंटल एनालिसिस का जो एंड, हाँ वो भी उन्होंने किया है। सो नाउ द थिंग इज दैट जस्ट हैव टू यू नो गेट इट ऑल टुगेदर। मतलब हार्डवेयर सॉफ्टवेयर वो भी है, लेकिन एज अ सिस्टम पूरा, मतलब जैसे कि मैं लेके किसके घर में जाके इंस्टॉल करूं वैसे थोड़ा उनको बनाना है अभी, उस टाइप का। Though the connections and all are there, but you know it's not a product, it is just a system. So that is the difference, I think so, you know, which okay, continue since I can see this thing. Start.
Okay, Yogesh, hello Yogesh.
Okay, ma'am, so PPT is visible to you?
Yes.
Yeah, we can hear you also.
Yeah, so ma'am, we'll start with the introduction. Our project is audience measurement system and analysis, and now as you have seen the video, I'll just begin with the overall process. Like you can see in the video, we have a very small hardware system, and considering the current like the current procedure and what is used right now, in India we have people's meter, and in foreign countries we have Nielsen's meter. But ma'am, they are calculating TRP based on an average system. Like suppose, as I've explained, also explained in the video, like suppose right now we have population of around 2.1 million or 2.4 million, but considering that only some thousands or lakhs of houses with their permission have this meter in their house, and on that they are considering averages, which is not considered as a ideal system to consider TRP. Because if suppose you consider 100 houses, out of them 10 are watching a specific serial or a streamed program, but rest of them are not watching it, even then they'll consider their TRP as high, which is something not to be considered. Other than that, we were also planning to maintain and develop the security measures which are not considered right now. We hear many news like TRP is breached or their values are changed, and later on all this affects the users and how the overall business goes there, because of which there is money market and black market, all of that. So our system is like holds good in all this because we are using a watermarking system here. Like we have a like I showed you in the video as well, like we have a logo based invisible watermark which plays when the video is on, like which is behind when the video is on. So it is not visible to the users, it's just known to the channel owner that it's like his security key. So because of that, no one can breach the channel system, and we could have a actual TRP calculation and TRP based values. And with sir's suggestions and our additions a bit, we also plan to have a database where we can study the users, how they are using the system, how they are reacting to something. And that's why we have involved factors like emotion recognition, age recognition. Ma'am, if you'll consider any considered theory right now which is present online, they are like if suppose a channel is changed, it's generally out of some reason, but they don't consider the whys and why not. Like suppose if a Cartoon Network channel is changed to a news channel, then it's not necessary that the viewer was bored of that cartoon channel. Maybe the child who was watching at that point of time went away, and some elder person or aged person came there, and he was more of interested in news rather than cartoon. That's why he changed the channel, and that should not affect the TRP ideally. So we have included all those points so that we can like process the system and make it a better view for all of them. Like now, as you can see on the screen, the product features, this is the ideal system which we are planning, like where users and the TV system is in front of them, but it's not like a big set-top box watching on them and having a view on each and every move, but it's just a normal TV system like we have today, but with some add-on IC and a small camera which can analyze how they are using. And gradually, when we learn our system and how it's progressing, at times a time will come when ideally at this point of time so and so channel will stream so and so thing, and it will be a family gathering kind of, where suppose dinner time it will be a family show, or suppose during afternoon time when most of the young generation is not at home, elders are at home, they'll be watching some of that content which is not ideally possible today. So I'll go into the details right now, because in video I was generally overviewing our project, and right now I'll be focusing on the details so that we can have a talk one-on-one. So authentication of the channels. Now we are having each channel, and each channel is having its own video processing, and each channel is having its own visible watermark and invisible watermark. Like it's obvious that every channel will have its own visible watermark like the logo, but the invisible watermark will be the security of that channel, and we are embedding it using the DWT procedures right now, and it's hidden. And at the same time we are focusing on the extraction procedures, like we need some extraction process which cannot be breached, and at point there are also systems which can change my logo or change my system. So we have also embedded attacks on our system so as to test it. Like even if you consider any mechanical model, suppose when they produce it, they test it, and once it's tested, then and only then we can use it in actual market. That's why we have also implied attacks on it, like Gaussian noise. Right now, as you can see on our screen, like cropping attack, and it went very well with the with all those attacks. And after extracting it, we can still recognize the logo so and so and compare it with the database which we have. Next slide, please. Yeah. So, ma'am, another point is viewers' data collection. Now, when viewer is continuously watching it, or if he or she is not watching it, all this data matters a lot, because somewhere in our whole day, we are investing our time in it. And as like generally it said, time is money. So people are literally investing their time and their effort because they are already spending on this system. And at the same time, they might watch some vague programs or streaming, which they might not be even interested. Okay, next one, please. Now in viewers data collection, one of our major focus was to collect the emotion recognition and with that age, gender and all those things. Now our major hitch here was, suppose if two people are sitting in the same room, then generally systems recognize only one character, like one human, and not both of them at the same time or that thing. So we improvised here. Like initially in our first view, we were ready with this fake face recognition system. Now our add-on is gender recognition, age recognition at the same time in the same code with multiple faces at a time. And if you can see, the faces are having a colored square boxes around them. There is also one system here which we have included. Like suppose if I show a teddy bear in front of my camera, then actually no one is watching the TV, it's just a teddy bear. So it can identify that it's not a face and it's actually a human being watching. And in those cases, we'll be having a black square box. That's presented in the video. I have not mentioned it there because it was actually my face, but I just showed a side view and it showed a black square box. Now, data collection. Ma'am, this is how our data is actually collected in comma separated values. And all this collected data with the timestamp, gender, emotion at that time, and for that specific channel, we'll be having a CSV file. And this CSV file will be uploading on our web page, and this file is directly converted into graphs. Now, generally, it's like data is collected, but again, channel will have to put in their effort to identify and analyze those graphs, and we are nullifying that for them. So, channels, user, or whoever it may be who needs data and who can use it very well, we have it for them and we can provide it to them. And based on that, like throughout the day, for what amount of time who is watching, or what are the peaks when the TV is actually being watched for a lot of time. So all those graphs, we have just divided our database like that. And right now we have 6 graphical presentations which we can portray on our website. And if you want, we can also show our website later, like using share screen, but mostly Akshay has it access, so we'll see to it. Another important factor was, ma'am, considering the like today's importance of being in a secured world and the time factor or the analysis factor, we are having all of them under one hub. Like we used Arduino, we used Python, and we used MATLAB procedures. Now in MATLAB also we are calculating PSNR values, as I've explained again in the video. So the thing is, initially we faced a lot of issues with this, where we were supposed to actually bring all of this under a hub, and finally we are able to, and we are quite smooth with it right now. And this is how the system is working right now, and we can provide the required data to the so and so person. Right now shown on the screen, it's our like flow of our system, like how it's working, and you can have a look at it for once if you want. Yeah. And yes, this is our overall project for it. And we have considered some theoretical values to verify, not just the testing part where attacks are being performed, but at the same time we have verified it with the PSNR values. The actual range it requires is between 60 dBs to 80 dBs. So it falls between that range, and the system is working quite well. So to point out a hitch it's very important that you know what improvements you can have in your system and all of that. So to point out a hitch right now, I'll say MATLAB is not that efficient with processing all this data together and working on it at the same time. It works quite slow, that we can actually our video processing was very slow initially, but right now it's currently it's working a bit well, but it can work even better is what we feel. And yeah, we are also planning that this might convert into a small IC instead of a big system. Yes, so this is what we have. Thank you.
You really think that this will work on a small IC?
Yes,
Yogesh?
yes.
Okay.
Because Arduino is having its own IC, and if we implement that IC with a camera module, this is a complete system indirectly. We won't even need that big things or a box even rather.
Processing is done on your Arduino, or it is done on the system, MATLAB system?
Camera Arduino is used for passing the data, all which is collected, like from the
sensor
remote.
data is sent by
Yes,
Arduino.
Arduino, right.
And then the complete calculations, everything processing is done on the PC.
By
on MATLAB.
Not just MATLAB actually, MATLAB, Python, MATLAB and Python.
Python you have used for?
Emotion recognition, gender recognition, and age recognition.
How you have used directly some modules or what? You have directly used some ready-made learned.
Ma'am, we have used
pre-trained models. We have used pre-trained models
you have used,
model,
which are available in Python.
Yeah.
I'm only
Based on face.
So for
Yeah,
emotion
I'm not able to
recognition.
hear. 1 second, I'm not able to.
Hello, ma'am.
वीरेन तुम्हारा आवाज कम आ
Hello,
रहा है,
ma'am.
जोर से बोलो.
हाँ,
Yeah, so
हाँ,
for emotion recognition, we use the facial emotion recognition data set, on which we use the pre-trained model of VGG face, and we trained our own model, which has accuracy of about 66%. Whereas for age
the
and
database and the
Yes, ma'am.
database which you showed me, CSV file, that is being created by you.
yes,
yeah,
That is your,
yeah, yes, ma'am.
our own database.
For that, like how many people have you taken data from approximately?
It's me, Biren,
I just-
Biren's sister, my mother mostly, and I guess Akshay once or twice.
So the accuracy of
Hello?
that is not an issue, right? हाँ सर, सुनाई दे रहा है?
हाँ, बीच में कॉल आ गया था. हाँ,
हाँ.
अच्छा. वो कितना
तो-
योगेश कितना डेटा लिया था तुमने? That got cut off. How much?
Me,
Hello?
Biren. Hello, sir. Are you
About
audible? Am I audible?
हाँ.
3-4
बोल.
people, sir. So
Yeah.
we considered it just for a single house. That's why a single house and a single channel. So that's why
Like we were
as you can
considering
see
if
in my
suppose
screen-
Biren's data,
yeah.
if
So,
Biren's data is taken, it's house ID 1. Suppose my data is taken, then house ID 2. Then if Biren is considered, then Biren and his sister, Biren and his mother, like that.
Okay, now
Right.
what you have done is really good. I have to appreciate it, first of all. Second thing is, only thing, what I feel is it looking like it is individual, blocks. As sir mentioned correctly, how you are going to combine all the things to design a system. Can you tell me kind of a flowchart that once the system starts, what is going to happen first, then second and third? You got my point, what I'm saying? I can
मैडम मैंने
understand
उनको
what
यही
you're
बोला था कि तू किसी को ये लेके जाएगा किसके घर पे तो उनको कैसे एक्सप्लेन करेगा मतलब दे विल नो वांट टू नो एवरीथिंग नो सो दैट इफ दे ट्राई टू इमेजिन then I think their system will work fine.
Exactly. Otherwise, it is a very good, means nicely designed system, but it feels like it is scattered. You have to combine all the parts together to make an impact. So, can you explain me at this point how it is going to work?
Yes, ma'am.
Or you have some flowchart? This flowchart is the same thing?
Yes.
No,
So
it is just explaining the system. Yeah.
So it's like now I won't explain any theoretical part, like the
No,
technical
correct.
part.
Only
I just
system,
explain the
simple
user base.
as a user, correct.
Yes. So I'm a user. I'll switch on my TV. Now I'll press some channel button. Okay. Now that channel will start streaming. Now when I press my button, my camera will activate and it will like start catching the frames where my emotion, age, and gender is taken. And this data will be fed fed at the back end of our system. And at the same time, when the power is on, my system will start extracting after every 5 seconds the moving frame. Okay, and from that moving frame, we'll extract the hidden watermark. Now, once the hidden watermark is extracted, it will verify with the data, pre-fed data, which we'll have. And there it can just identify that so-and-so hidden watermark was for so-and-so channel. And from that database, we can identify the TRP as well as all the like other factors which we mentioned, like comparing the audience, what's its usage and all of that. So this is the simple overview of the system when it's on the user base. Like he'll just feel like normal TV usage. He'll just press the button, or suppose someone changes the channel, then another channel button will press again. That
and where that emotion detection will be used.
Now suppose I am watching channel number 1 and you came and you press suppose channel number 3. Then when you will press channel number 3, then my camera will be activated. It will check for the frame for some time, like suppose 10 seconds, and it will capture the emotion, face, and gender, like whoever are in front of the frame, like in front of the camera. That's where emotion recognition will come into, and then the data will be fed back to our system.
Okay. ठीक है ना सर, हो तो गया है
नहीं वो ठीक है, खाली ये पेपर अभी इनको बोला है जर्नल पेपर, तो वो खत्म करना है और अभी तो उनको बहुत टाइम है, तो अच्छे तरह से एकदम बना के लिखना है, तो आई थिंक हो जाएगा.
Yes. Who made the presentation?
Me.
Huh?
Viren Baria, man.
Viren, excellent presentation.
अच्छा था presentation.
Nicely done. नहीं, the slides were really nice.
Thank you.
नहीं, they all
it shows you have taken efforts. You know, it's not shows that you have taken efforts and you are trying your best. It's not a casual approach. That's very good.
But they still have to the final this thing. No, they have to still win the finals. So
they will paper कर देंगे अभी 1.5 month at least.
They've already written.
मैम पेपर ऑलरेडी रेडी हो गया है, हमको सिर्फ एंड के रिजल्ट्स हैं ना.
लेकिन बहुत फिनिशिंग चाहिए मैडम, बहुत फिनिशिंग चाहिए.
हाँ वो है कि ऐसे स्कैटर करोगे तो it will not have that impact. You know the things.
जर्नल में तो नहीं होगा.
तुम लोग का सिर्फ तुमको you have to be careful. You have work done. How you present it now, that is the most important thing. Because it should, you know, appeal to the reader that what you have done. As I said, in parts, abhi it is very good, but when how we are going to combine it and how we are going to present it, that is
because journal में वो लोग system देखते हैं, वो journal में छोटी-छोटी बातें तो सब.
Okay. We get the point, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay. चलो, all the best.
Thank you very much, ma'am.
Yes.
चलो सर, ले लिया है ना स्क्रीनशॉट वगैरह जो कुछ भी चाहिए.
नहीं, इनको बोला रिकॉर्डिंग करके रखने को पूरा
रिकॉर्डेड.
हाँ.
ओके, चलो then. Should I leave?
थैंक यू. चलो मैं भी लीव करता हूँ और खाली ये रिकॉर्डिंग संभाल के रखना.
यस सर.
ठीक है.
Yes.
Bye.
थैंक यू मैम.
Yeah. Yes sir. Bye.